If you are looking for a great PC build not only for gaming but also for productivity work and content creation, you came to the right place. I will show you the best RTX $1,500 gaming PC build that you can get for every task, and trust me when I say that it will be a different system if you wanted to do just gaming. So throughout the video I will also explain what to do if you only do gaming, and I will explain everything as simply as possible. That way, even if you are a beginner, you are able to understand. You will have the links to all of these components down below in the video description. That being said, let's start. For the CPU we have the i5-13600K. This is one of the best CPUs in terms of overall performance, not just gaming but also productivity work and content creation. To cool this CPU down, we are not going to need that much, and a $35 thermal right peerless assassin CPU cooler is going to be way more than enough. Then for the motherboard we have the ASRock Z690 Extreme ATX motherboard. This one is actually great for the price. It's $140 and it comes with a ton of M.2 slots, and it also comes with really good quality audio, which is important for content creation. And since you get a ton of M.2 slots, in the future you can upgrade the storage as much as you want basically. Then for the memory kit we have a 32 gigs of RAM kit of DDR4 memory for $52. Honestly, 32 gigs of RAM is the sweet spot in my opinion if you want a PC that's going to be great for multiple tasks. If you are a professional creator, then you can consider going with 64 gigs instead. Then for the storage we have a 1TB Gen 4 SSD, $28, 1TB is going to be the standard. Once again, if you need more storage, you can always upgrade down the line if it doesn't fit your budget at the moment. Then for the graphics card and the most important component when it comes to gaming performance, we have the RTX 4070 Ti. This GPU is one of the best GPUs that you can buy for 1440p resolution, and it can also game at 4K. On a 16 game average at 1440p, it was able to manage 152 FPS, which is a really high number. And remember, we are talking about games on high to ultra settings, and some of them are really high demanding. Then at 4K on that same 16 game average, it was able to manage 87 FPS on average, which is still a really solid gaming performance, especially when it comes to 4K resolution. But anyway, if you want to see more benchmarks on this system, I currently have the same CPU-GPU combo, and I've made a whole video talking about the benchmarks, and you will have that one in the top right of the screen. At the beginning of this video, I said that if you want to do just gaming, you can get a different system, and that is true. If you want to do just gaming, you can get actually a better gaming performance for less money, and I will give you a similar PC that's just for gaming at the end of the video. Now, I chose the 4070 Ti instead of the RX 7900 XT, which is the AMD competition, because the 4070 Ti offers better value when it comes to content creation and productivity work overall. However, there are some applications that work better with AMD, so I do recommend you searching up your favorite application or game and a comparison between Nvidia and AMD. That way you know if AMD or Nvidia are better for your needs and your usage. You will have both GPUs alternatives in the description as well, AMD and Nvidia. The 4070 Ti though, it's a great buy in my opinion if you're searching for an overall great system. The only thing that is lacking in my opinion is those 12 gigs of VRAM. I wish it had 16 or 20 gigs to make it even better, but that's just how Nvidia works. Then for the case we have the Fantex Eclipse G300A. This one comes with 3 pre-installed fans on the front. You don't have a pre-installed fan on the back, so I recommend you adding one for around $8 to $12. But honestly, this case is amazing. The airflow is really good, and in my opinion it looks beautiful. And last but not least, we have the power supply. I picked the Enermax Revolution DF2 850 watt 80 plus gold power supply for just $90. Honestly, A-tier rated 850 watt or more power supplies are usually more expensive, so this one is a great deal. And a PC like this with the 4070 Ti and the i5-13600K is going to use a ton of power actually, so you need at least 750 watts. The total price for this system is $1,540 when I'm recording this video, and yes, I know it's a bit over budget. It's $40 more expensive than $1,500, but I do recommend you getting it like this, since you will be getting the best performance overall for different tasks at its price point. Something I forgot to mention is that it's also great for streaming, since you get 32 gigs of RAM and the AV1 encoding, making your streams look much better. However, if you really want to stay under $1,500, you can get the AMD Ryzen 5 7600X instead, with the same CPU cooler, a different motherboard in the MSI B6 650MP, which is nothing too crazy. Honestly, this is a budget motherboard, but it is going to be enough. And then I recommend you getting 32 gigs of DDR5 memory at 6000 MHz. The total price if you make this downgrade is going to be $1,480 when I'm recording this video. In my opinion, the i5 13600K makes more sense if you want to do productivity work and other tasks, but the Ryzen 5 7600X is going to be a good option as well, and for gaming it's going to be slightly better. So if you play high demanding CPU titles, then this downgrade makes sense. Now, if your main goal is gaming, then you can get actually better gaming performance at the same or lower price. So if that's your case, I highly recommend you watching my $1,500 gaming PC build on my best gaming PC builds of the month video. You will have that one as well in the top right of the screen, and you can see the $1,500 PC, which is going to be able to play at 1440p max settings or 4K on ultra as well. And it is going to be better because the GPU has 20 gigs of VRAM instead of 12, which makes a difference at 4K resolution on the latest AAA titles. And if you need some PC guidance, you can click my personal PC help. You will have that one in the comment section. And talking about the comment section, comment that you watched this whole video if you did. That way I know you're a real one. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for the support, and I will see you on the next one.